Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to FCPS Honors.
Good evening and welcome to the 2022 FCPS Honors. I'm Sean McDonald, Executive Director of the Office of Talent Acquisition and Management in our Department of Human Resources. We are honored to be here this evening to celebrate some of our exceptional FCPS employees tonight. I would like to welcome our new Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources, Dr. Sherry Wilson. Dr. Wilson, I know you had great employees in Chesapeake, but wait until you meet this outstanding FCPS team. The individuals sitting here before you are some of the most extraordinary staff members from throughout the division. These role models inspire each of us to think bigger and care more. They are change agents within the community. Last year at this event, we recognized notable honorees and talked about working through the pandemic and the challenges that it presented. This year, we noticed common themes during many of the finalists' interviews and in the nomination packets: adaptability, perseverance, and growth. Tonight, we celebrate your embodiment of those traits, as well as your achievements, and our goal is to treat you like the stars that you are. This evening, we will recognize finalists in 12 award categories and will name an outstanding employee in each of those categories. A few of our finalists are unable to attend this evening, but we will still recognize them in their category. Before we move into our awards presentation, I would like to recognize some individuals we have here with us this evening. First, members of our school board, if you would please stand. Thank you for your vision and your leadership in being here this evening. I'd also like to recognize members of our FCPS leadership team. Please stand. Thank you for joining us tonight and being such strong advocates of our employee recognition programs. You will have an opportunity to meet the school board and leadership team members as they will take turns announcing our finalists throughout the evening. At this time, let me introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Scott Brabrand.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Scott Brabrand, Superintendent of Fairfax County Public Schools, and it is a great night to be alive in Fairfax County Public Schools. I'm thrilled to be here to honor the best of the best. FCPS Honors, we're back here in George Mason Center for the Arts to celebrate the best of FCPS. And we have so many great employees throughout our division, and it's just going to be an exciting night. But before we begin to honor so many people tonight, I've got to honor someone who you just saw. I called him 22 months ago and said, "Sean, can you help for a week?" That young man took the call and has provided inspirational leadership for the employees of FCPS during the hardest moments to ever be in human resources in our history. He led the HR team. I'm asking him to come back on stage and get the applause he deserves. Sean McDonald. I didn't tell him I was going to do that. Most of you know I like to be off script, and I really want to talk a little bit tonight. There's a quote: "It's not the strongest or the most intelligent who will survive, but it's those who can best manage change." Sean was just talking about in the packet adaptability, and this is a quote from hundreds of years ago. Charles Darwin said it, for those science teachers who I'm sure already knew it. But adaptability is a critical life skill, and we have had to adapt in many ways since the pandemic began. We had to pivot, repivot. Pivot's actually not a word even allowed in the Brabrand household anymore by my wife and boys at the time. Dad, are we going to have to pivot again? It truly was a struggle for all of us in the FCPS family as we tried to make the adaptable changes that were necessary to keep our students and staff safe, while also understanding our moral obligation to provide the best educational services. And it was a tension. It was a tension in our school system and in our community, and we did our best. We did our best as an organization to meet the need of our community by looking at this as an opportunity to continue to serve our community as we had had so many years before. I want to recognize several different groups of folks tonight, and you're going to be seeing a lot of them coming up here. One of the things that we're going to talk about is our amazing communications folks, and I want to lift up Melissa O'Neill, who's a military spouse and career switcher, and she is with our communications and operations coordinator with ERFC. So Melissa, please stand real quick and be recognized. It's important as we honor the best to know that our system has a state retirement and because we invest in our employees, a local retirement as well. And thank you for all you do in the ERFC and all of your colleagues. So really appreciate that. Now I actually want an even larger group to stand. All of our teachers, if you're a teacher, please stand, and I want to recognize you for your sacrifice and service these last 2 years. Thank you. One or two individuals I'm going to ask to stand back up. Peggy Miller, one of our multiple disabilities teachers at Robinson Secondary, created during the pandemic an after-school chill spot for students to get homework help and tutoring. Where are you, Peggy? Did you stand? Okay. I don't know if she can, and I can't tell, so hopefully she did. Estelle Linton and Annabelle Annandale Terrace. Zoe Volts at the Burke School and Kathleen Jacoby at Herndon High were really key in engaging students in curriculum through music during the pandemic, and I wanted to shout out their names, so congratulations to them. So there's another group I'd like to ask to stand. All of our principals and assistant principals, please stand and be recognized. The New York Times, you may be seated, the New York Times is expecting about 200 books on school leadership through the pandemic, all coming out of FCPS. Because it was hard everywhere, but I am proud of our school leadership and what they did every day. They were front and center, and I'm so proud of them. I want to recognize one, Melanie Porter at Frost. You host a dance party every Friday in the cafeteria. My notes don't say whether it's for students or staff. Melanie, where are you? Let's see your dance moves. Mental health was huge during this pandemic, so I want to see our school counselors, school psychologists, and social workers stand and be recognized. We know that student health remains front and center, and we're going to do more and more to continue to meet needs, including in this budget, pilot money for telehealth, so that we can do everything we can to bring those services to kids who still are in need. I want to shout out Gil Hung at Hayfield Secondary. Terrific job. Go ahead, come on, stand up. There you go. Family liaisons like Carol Meelam. Carol, where are you? You took to the streets during the pandemic. You met kids at bus stops. And you bridged the gap at Garfield between your community and faculty. So proud of you. So proud of you. You know, all of our, and I don't know whether this group got called, so I'm going to do it right now. I don't think they did. All of our parent and family liaisons and language specialists and interpreters, stand up. Yes. We learned in this pandemic, English is not enough. We've got to meet the community where they are. We've got to speak in their language. Hay que hablar en la manera en que las personas son más cómodo. We've got to make people feel comfortable. And we're going to do more and more of that. Katie Hahn, a former ESOL student herself. Katie, language services specialist. You're now helping us make those connections. Chris Hurdy, you're an ESOL teacher at our adult high school, helping to affirm our students, and we know our students are lifelong learners. Where are you, Chris? Stand and be recognized. All right, these are three big groups. I'm gonna do them all at once, so it's gotta be big applause. When you think about this pandemic, when you think about the technology that was required, when you think about the transportation to get that technology and to get meals that made the difference for some families between life and death, and when you think about nutrition services preparing over 12 million meals during the pandemic, I want anyone from IT, transportation, and nutrition services to stand and be recognized for their work. Just a few highlights. Jeremy was one of our folks and bus drivers who had to do the double backs. And so, yeah, boo, I know. We're working on that. We're working on that. Jeremy, somehow though, where is Jeremy? Jeremy, stand back up. Come on, there you go. Thank you for working through those logistics, Jeremy. And our food and nutrition, as I talked about, they gave over 12 million meals out to students. Our IT folks were the lifeline at the beginning of this pandemic, and we know that they continue to take our school division to the next level. You know, as we returned to our classrooms this year, all back in person, I thought it was gonna be, you know, we're all back in person, gonna be easy peasy. Not exactly. Probably an even harder year, honestly, than the first year of the pandemic. But when we went back to our classrooms, we weren't just welcomed, we weren't just had folks making us feel safe, we had folks also making sure our schools were clean and healthy, because we have the most outstanding custodial staff. All of our custodians, please stand. Our custodians and custodial staff, stand and be recognized. Building supervisors. They were in schools from the very first day, continuing to do everything they can to keep those doors open and to make sure our schools and surfaces were safe for everyone. I want to give a shout out to Jordan Nunez and Frank Sarfo, two of our custodial staff. Stand if you hadn't already been. There you go. I just want to really say thank you to all. FCPS, I always say this, is a family. We've remained a family during the pandemic, and as a family, there's sometimes good times, there's sometimes tough times, but we made it through together as a Fairfax family. Let's give all of us a round of applause for a job well done. And so now we come back in person tonight because for many years we bring a tradition. FCPS Honors has been supported by our business community through the Foundation for Fairfax County Public Schools, the nonprofit organization that's been established to assist over the years FCPS in achieving its strategic goals through philanthropic gifts and public and private partnerships. In 2021, the foundation changed its name to Educate Fairfax. You can see the new logo and name to better reflect its mission to assist FCPS and educating our students and lifting up all of them and our teachers, as well as the programs that we deliver in our schools. There is so much important work going on throughout Fairfax County Public Schools that would not be possible without Educate Fairfax's support. In the 21-22 school year, Educate Fairfax provided direct grants to teachers and classrooms of nearly $100,000 as we returned our kids to in-person school. Yes. And then they raised an additional $1.4 million this year for other programs and support around the district for students and staff. They also, Educate Fairfax, this spring, just a few weeks ago, launched a new initiative that's just starting small, but it's gonna grow, and grow. And that is recognizing outstanding alumni from FCPS across all of our schools, the new FCPS Hall of Fame. 8 alumni across our schools were inducted in the Hall of Fame in May, and Educate Fairfax plans to hold this as an annual event every spring. Now it is my great pleasure to recognize Executive Director Elizabeth Murphy and members of the Educate Fairfax Board of Directors for their outstanding service, especially during this pandemic, to FCPS. Please stand and be recognized for your service. Educate Fairfax has worked with many business partners, those that are here tonight and those throughout FCPS. But tonight we want to recognize those business partners that have helped directly support this evening's festivities. Let's recognize them, and please hold your applause until the end. I want to first thank Apple Federal Credit Union, Innovation Health, and AWS in Communities. Let's give them a round of applause. Next, I'd like to thank Cox Business, Dominion Energy, the Guernsey Company, Milestone Towers, Mosley Architects, and Ricoh USA. Let's give them a round of applause. We could not do this without the business community support, and our sponsors have made tonight happen. Thank you again. I also want to give thanks to George Mason University and President Greg Washington, who's been a great friend and colleague for me over the last couple of years, who's allowed us to come back here to George Mason, to this wonderful facility, and have this amazing evening. Let's give a big round of applause to George Mason. Now, ladies and gentlemen, sit back and get ready for the award show of a lifetime. Better than the Academy Awards, better than the Grammys. This is FCPS's Night to Shine. Ladies and gentlemen, I turn it back to Sean McDonald for FCPS Honors.
All right, thank you, Dr. Brabrand, for those inspiring remarks and your outstanding leadership and commitment to employee recognition. Not only are these outstanding employees role models within their workplace, but their ideas and efforts help build a solid foundation for an inclusive and engaged community. Before we announce our awards for this year, I would like to tell you a little bit more about our outstanding employee nomination selection process. Starting at the local level, nominations come from parents, students, or colleagues. Each individual school then elevates nominees and selects award recipients on site. These school award recipients are then considered by their pyramid selection committee, who chooses the pyramid level recipients. Regions then select recipients from the group of pyramid honorees. These region and department finalists are who you will see on stage tonight. As mentioned, we have 12 employee award categories this evening. First, we will introduce each finalist individually and then announce the Eddie Award recipient. The Eddie Award symbolizes the support and inspiration our employees provide to our students, community, and their coworkers. This year, FCPS is recognizing over 730 individuals. You bring great pride and positivity to our school division, and we are so happy that we can celebrate your achievements together. And now, that brings us to our first award presentation.
Good evening. I'm Becky Bainig, Assistant Superintendent for Region 5. We are pleased to be here tonight to honor the finalists and announce the Outstanding Elementary New Teacher Award recipient. This Outstanding New Teacher Award is given to 2 new teachers, one at the elementary level and one at the secondary level, who are within their first 3 years of teaching. Although they're still new to the profession, the educators nominated for this award have demonstrated exceptional performance and an extraordinary ability to engage and inspire their students to higher levels of achievement. To start out, we'd like to recognize our school and pyramid recipients for both Outstanding Elementary and Secondary New Teacher. Could those individuals in the audience here tonight please stand and be recognized? At this time, I'd like to invite Dr. Brabrand to center stage as he will be presenting all of the awards this evening. We would also like to bring out our sponsor for this year's Outstanding Elementary New Teacher Award, Ahi Park from Cox Business. While some new teachers might consider it an accomplishment to simply survive their first years of teaching, our honorees sought to achieve excellence. They may come from different schools and bring different specialties, but they share at least one thing in common: a passion to connect to their students and become great teachers. Let's meet our elementary new teacher finalists.
Charlotte Brochu, Canterbury Woods Elementary School. Thea K. Fraser, Hunt Valley Elementary School.
It's the first one.
Megan C. LaFond, Braddock Elementary School. Shelby Megan Press, Riverside Elementary School. Courtney L. Wiley, Terracette Elementary School.
And now for the 2022 Outstanding Elementary New Teacher, the Eddie goes to Shelby Press. Congrats.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Stella Piekarski. I represent the Sully District on the Fairfax County School Board, and I'm also serving as the chair this year. I will go off script for just a tiny moment because I cannot miss this opportunity here in front of all of you to just let you know how excited and how honored I am, not only as a school board member, but as a mother of 5 kids still in our school system, for all you do every day. It does not go unnoticed. And every single day that I'm in a school, I am amazed by the dedication, the love, the caring, and the attitude that every single one of you bring to this job every day. We are who we are. We do what we do because of the work that you do every day. Please never forget that. It is so very much appreciated. Thank you.
And good evening. My name is Michelle Boyd. I'm the Assistant Superintendent for Special Services.
And now, we are going to continue with the awards with the Outstanding Secondary New Teacher Award. This award is sponsored by RICO USA.
And now, let's meet our Outstanding Secondary New Teacher finalists.
Madeline Bishop, Mount Vernon High School. Matthew A. Fredericks, Hughes Middle School. Christopher Hurdy, Fairfax County Adult High School. Mike Kuykendall, Woodson High School. Kaya M. Lazo, Luther Jackson Middle School. Zoe Voles, Burke School.
And now, for the 2022 Outstanding Secondary New Teacher, the Eddie goes to Matthew Fredericks.
Good evening. I'm Frances Ivy, Deputy Superintendent.
And I am Sherry Wilson, Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources.
And Dr. Wilson, on behalf of our entire FCPS family, welcome to Fairfax County Public Schools. We are thrilled to have you here.
I'm thrilled to be here.
We are happy to be here tonight to present the award for this year's Outstanding New Principal. This award recognizes a distinguished educator and extraordinary leader who is within their first 3 years as a principal. Each new principal here tonight has demonstrated incredible skill and outstanding performance in their work with students, faculty, staff members, parents, and the community. Joining us for the presentation of this award is sponsor Scott Price from Dominion Energy.
At this time, we'd like to recognize the school award recipients for Outstanding New Principal who are with us in the audience tonight. Could you please stand? Our finalists for this award each have their own unique style, but they share the ability to lead with distinction. Their passion for education is apparent, and their hard work is appreciated by us all. Let's meet them now.
Joshua DeSmiter, Shrievewood Elementary School. Jamie C. Gadley, Drainsville Elementary School. Erica Loesch, Saratoga Elementary School. Ellen Mukai, Brookfield Elementary School. Linda L. Peace, Keene Mill Elementary School.
And the 2022 Outstanding New Principal, the Eddie, goes to Ellen Mukai.
As we move to our next award, I want to take a moment to recognize the time and commitment it takes to put on a recognition program of this size. FCPS Honors is coordinated and brought to life by FCPS employees committed to highlighting the achievements and hard work of their colleagues. I'm going to ask a few individuals who have worked behind the scenes to stand and be recognized. Please hold your applause until the end. These individuals include our awards liaisons at each school and in each department, who spent countless hours working with nominators to create and submit packets, our pyramid liaisons, and region selection teams who helped to shepherd our winners through each stage, the leadership team who spent several days interviewing all the finalists, and the HR employee programs team that coordinates and supports the process from start to finish. So please stand and be recognized if you're in one of those groups. Thank you for all that you do to support these programs. A tremendous amount of effort goes into ensuring our FCPS Honors program is a special night for our honorees and guests. I am truly grateful to all those who have contributed to the success of this program. And this brings us to our next award.
Good evening. I'm Elaine Tolan, the school board representative from the Drainsville district. And I do want to, following what Sean was just talking about, as a former FCPS employee, I was able to nominate several people for these awards. And so I know firsthand the paperwork and the thoughtfulness that goes into doing these nominations and how important each of you are that are here as finalists this evening.
And I'm Lee Burden, Assistant Superintendent for Financial Services. We are thrilled to be here tonight to help recognize our amazing operational staff. The Outstanding Operational Employee Award recognizes employees who have made extraordinary contributions to FCPS, whether they're ensuring technology systems are operational, keeping classrooms safe and clean, transporting students to and from school, or assisting administrators, teachers, and community members. The recipients of these awards have gone above and beyond to help make FCPS a place where all students can achieve success.
2 Eddie Awards are given in this category, one to a school-based employee and one to a non-school-based employee. We are here to present the category of Outstanding School-Based Operational Employee. Therefore, at this time, we would like to recognize the school and pyramid recipients for the Outstanding School-Based Operational Employee Award who are with us in the audience tonight. Would you please stand? Thank you for your incredible efforts. We would also like to welcome Doug Guernsey from Guernsey to join us on stage to present this award.
Now let's take a look at our finalists for Outstanding School-Based Operational Employee.
Carol L. Malim, Garfield Elementary School. Lotta M. Moskopoulos, Camelot Elementary School. Jordan Nunez, Hutchison Elementary School. Linda A. Richards, Willow Oaks Administration Center. Frank Sarfo, Little Run Elementary School. Kimberly S. Wilson, Laurel Hill Elementary School.
And for the 2022 Outstanding School-Based Operational Employee, the Eddie goes to Frank Sarfo.
Good evening. And as Dr. Brabrand said, the theme today in my native tongue, Namaste. I'm Gautam Sethi, Assistant Superintendent for Information Technology and Chief Information Officer.
Good evening, and I'm Helen Lloyd, Executive Director of Communications and Community Relations. So let's meet our finalists for Outstanding Non-School-Based Operational Employee.
Cassandra Ann Allen, Transportation. Blanca Castellon, Facilities. Melanie Crosby Hardy, Chief's Offices. Jill Fox, Financial Services. Geraldine Owens Robinson, Special Services. M. Bridget Williams, Instructional Services.
And now, for the 2022 Outstanding Non-School-Based Operational Employee, the Eddie goes to
Cassandra Allen. Woo!
Good evening. My name is Penny Gross, Assistant Superintendent for Region 4. The Outstanding Professional Award recognizes non-instructional employees who have made extraordinary contributions to FCPS through their work in positions such as school counselor, school-based technology specialist, transportation operations manager, budget analyst, and human resources specialist. EDDie Awards are given in 2 categories for this award, one for a school-based professional employee and one for a non-school-based professional employee. At this time, we'd like to recognize all the outstanding professional school and pyramid recipients who are here with us tonight. Would you please stand? Thank you. Let's take a look at our outstanding school-based professional employee finalists.
Gil Anyu Hong, Hayfield Secondary School. Lori L. Lazo, Willow Oaks Administration Center. Carly M. LeBlanc, Hutchison Elementary School. Leslie Lacey, Poplar Tree Elementary School. Bethany Radcliffe, Kilmer Center. Blair Smith, Centerville High School.
The 2022 Outstanding School-Based Professional Employee, and the EDDie goes to Blair Smith.
Good evening. My name is Douglas Tyson. I'm the Assistant Superintendent for Region 1. Everybody in Region 1 better clap too. Let's meet the finalists for the 2022 Outstanding Non-School-Based Professional Employee.
Susan Brune, Information Technology.
Smile, Susan.
Donna Marie Everett, School Improvement and Supports. Katie J. Hahn, Special Services. Susan R. Cowbaugh, Financial Services.
Congratulations, Susan.
Lisa M. Lozinski, Human Resources.
Go, Lisa!
Brittany Martinez, Transportation. Rebecca Jo Pollard, Instructional Services. Sarah Royer, Chief's Offices.
And the 2022 Outstanding Non-School-Based Professional Employee, the Eddie goes to Rebecca Jo Pollard.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Megan McLaughlin, Braddock District School Board member, and I am now in my 11th year on the board, and I just want to take a moment to say that not only being the daughter of a public school teacher, the mother of 3 boys who came through the Woodson High School pyramid, but also recognizing that in all my years, I know that this has been the most difficult and challenging for all of our employees, and so I just want to personally say thank you as a family and as a board member and also social worker, that I greatly appreciate every one of you this evening and all that you've done to support and nurture our children.
Good evening, and I'm Sloan Presidio, the Chief Academic Officer. Thank you.
So the Eddie Award are given in 2 categories for this particular category. One is for a school-based leader, and one is for a non-school-based leader. And we're excited to be here tonight to present the award for this year's Outstanding School-Based Leader. First, we'd like to recognize the school and the pyramid recipients for Outstanding Leader who are here with us tonight. Could you please stand and be recognized?
These individuals are innovators, mentors, and student advocates who build positive relationships, share their expertise, and are passionate about public education. Joining us for the presentation of this award is sponsor Wilbert Paul from AWS and Communities. Now, let's meet our Outstanding School-Based Leader finalists.
Bianca Aiello, Poe Middle School. Francoise L. Casablanca, Groveton Elementary School. Allison Cordo, Willow Oaks Administration Center. Melanie N. Porter, Frost Middle School. Jennifer Redford, Sangster Elementary School. Kimberly Seck, Dogwood Elementary School.
And the Eddie goes to Bianca Aiello.
Good evening. I'm Kathleen Waltz, Executive Director for the Office of Professional Learning and Family Engagement.
And good evening. I'm Melanie Marin on the Fairfax County School Board representing the Hunter Mill District. I'm also a parent of 2 elementary school children, and when I looked through this program tonight and saw the names of all of you, I started to cry. Thank you for what you do. And for some of you, you could choose to work in other content, in other places and do the work that you do, payroll, HR, custodial. You choose here because you know this is the best field to work in. Public education is the best place to work, so thank you for making FCPS your home. We're so grateful for you. So we are here to present the Outstanding Non-School-Based Leader Award.
Joining us for the presentation of this award is sponsor Len Forkas from Milestone Towers.
Now let's meet our finalists.
Jeremy Doxer, Transportation. Judy Dupre, Special Services. Jennifer Glazer, Instructional Services. Melissa O'Neill, ERFC Human Resources. Melissa O. Russell, Financial Services. Vince Santmeyer, Facilities. Junia A. Thomas, Chief's Offices.
For the 2022 Outstanding Non-School-Based Leader, the Eddie goes to Melissa Russell.
Let me give her this too, right?
Good evening. I'm Noelle Klemenko, the Assistant Superintendent for Instructional Services.
And I'm Fabio Zuluaga, the Assistant Superintendent for Region 2 Schools.
The Outstanding Teacher Award is given to 2 teachers, one at the elementary level and one at the secondary level. These educators are truly extraordinary, both in their dedication to the profession and their ability to propel students to high levels of success. At this time, we'd like to recognize the school and pyramid recipients for Outstanding Teacher who are with us tonight. Could you please stand? Tonight's finalists are teachers who have gone above and beyond to show special concern for their students and instill in them a desire to learn and achieve.
Each of these teachers shape the future. We commend them for their willingness to assume the huge responsibility of educating our children. We're very proud of each and every one of them. Joining us for the presentation of this award is sponsor Andy Green of Apple Federal Credit Union, who is sponsoring the Outstanding Teacher Awards this year.
Now let's take a look at the finalists for the Outstanding Elementary Teacher Award.
Kelly Marie Doherty, Gunston Elementary School. Essel Linton, Annandale Terrace Elementary School. Cheryl L. Sanovitis, Laurel Hill Elementary School. Alexandra Walker, Sunrise Valley Elementary School. Caitlin Wilson Vogel, Fairfax Villa Elementary School.
And the 2022 Outstanding Elementary Teacher, the Eddie goes to Ethel Linton.
Hi, I'm Rachna Sizemore-Heiser, member at large and serving as the vice chair this year. And before we get started, I just wanted to say a few things. I'm also the mother of a graduate who walked across the stage on Monday to earn his standard diploma. And for some of our students, earning a high school diploma is almost a given. But for a special ed kiddo like my son, who fought really hard for 15 years, he would not have walked across the stage if it hadn't been for some amazing teachers and principals and APs who stood behind him. So I want to thank you for my son's diploma.
And I'm Grace Taylor, Interim Assistant Superintendent for Region 3. We're going to be announcing the award for Outstanding Secondary Teacher. We'll ask Mr. Grimm is here on stage from Apple Credit Union. Thank you again.
Now, let's meet our 2022 Outstanding Secondary Teacher finalists.
Janet L. Bartling, Rocky Run Middle School. Matthew Hanlon, Marshall High School. Kathleen Jacoby, Herndon High School. Margaret S. Miller, Robinson Secondary School. Shiho Thompson, Key Middle School. Kimberly H. Watts, Bryant High School, AIM.
And the 2022 Outstanding Secondary Teacher, the Eddie goes to Kathleen Jacoby. Okay.
Good evening. I'm Marty Smith, Chief Operating Officer. And before we end the evening with our final award, I just want to say that we have many award recipients in the room tonight, but the true winners this year have been the students, staff, and your colleagues. And so for that, I want to applaud all of you, and I think that we should give all of our recipients a round of applause tonight. I'm extremely delighted to be able to present the final award this evening, the Outstanding Principal Award. This award recognizes an extraordinary educator whose vision and leadership guides their school to excellence. Tonight's finalists aren't just keeping up with the accelerating changes of the profession, they are several steps ahead, creating innovative solutions, generating positive energy, and inspiring their peers. They gracefully and eagerly embrace the myriad responsibilities that come with running a school and addressing parent and community concerns. We are thankful for all that they do. And so tonight, could we raise the lights and have all of our school recipients for Outstanding Principal please stand. And now we invite Nanette Henderson from Innovation Health to the stage to assist in presenting this award. So let's meet our 2022 finalists for Outstanding Principal.
Carlin Floyd, Woodson High School. Amy Miller, Kilmer Middle School. Kimberly B. Retzer, South Lakes High School. Kelly Shears, West Springfield Elementary School. Ann M. Smith, Key Center.
And for the 2022 Outstanding Principal, the Eddie goes to Amy Miller.
Congratulations once again to all of our honorees. Let's give them all a great round of applause. Thank you again to our sponsors who made this evening possible, and thank you to all of you in the audience who joined us this evening to celebrate these outstanding employees. Thank you, and good night, everyone.